Today was the day for me that in my entire pilot career I will always live to remember it. It's a day that every great pilot passed through. Every legend in the skies had this wonderful day. And today was that day for me. The day where I'll be sitting in that aircraft all alone. I'll do all the radio work all alone. I'll be in charge. I'll be the pilot in command, going for full power, lifting up that aircraft, doing all those turns, and coming back to land. It's so thrilling, and I've been looking forward for this day, and today was that day. When I was being told on the 14th of February 2026 that the next day on the 15th I'll be doing my solo flight, I was so happy and I slept just thinking about it. And early in the morning I was up pretty early, like 4 o'clock. I was checking on the weather, and the weather was good, the winds were calm. I was like, okay, it is a perfect morning for me to get this done. I live just 10 minutes away from school, so I always walk down to school. And walking down to school, the weather was pretty good, and I know indeed it was time for me to get this done. So I got to school pretty much an hour before my solo flight, because I always like to be here early to do my pre-flight checks and make sure that everything is ready before the departure time. When the aircraft I was supposed to fly came back from another flight, I don't have time to do my pre-flight briefings and everything. So after I was done with my pre-flight check, I had to fly with an instructor, a grade 1 instructor, do 3 circuits with him on board for him to just see how you do your thing and to make sure that you're safe to fly alone. And my instructor, Mark, he was a very cool instructor, and everything was just so cool. He tried to make you feel really at ease, and he tried to just get you do what you're supposed to do. And I remember his words. He told me, Harrison, do what you've been taught to do. In case of something goes wrong, then I will tell you. So we got clearance and we had to taxi out. On this day, we had runway 26 in use, so we had to taxi while the taxiway Alpha and Alpha 4 doing our run-ups on Echo. So it was indeed a very busy morning, and after we had done our run-ups and everything, we had clearance to take off, and that was me taking off with a grade 1 instructor for the first circuits. I had 2 more to go, and if my performance was good, and he could let me fly alone.
Not that. Yeah? Not that. When he steps out, he's going back. Yeah.
So it was indeed a very busy morning, and the traffic was really busy. I remember on our second circuit, I had to hold for up to 25 minutes doing just holding left turns and right turns before we actually had clearance to come in. And I remember my instructor asking me, how do you feel about your solo? Do you think you can do it? I was like, yeah, I'm good for this, and I know I can do it. And he called the tower and be like, this is going to be a full stop landing, and my students will be doing his solo. That's when I could feel the thrills all over my body. We finally came back, and he had to step out for me to go up there all alone.
Yeah, the brother is going solo.
Alone. When you first land with you at the plane, the two of you.
Look at this, it's going solo.
Yeah, I could get my friends all so happy and excited for me, and it was time for me to just go up there alone and just do what I was born to do. So at this point, my instructor had to step out of the aircraft, and I remember his words. Once I hit the aircraft twice, call the ATC for taxi instructions, and go up there and come back. So my CFI just stepped out of the aircraft, and guess what? I'm in there all alone doing what I was born to do. So I had to call the tower to request taxi instructions. It was indeed a busy morning, so I had to wait again for about 5 minutes before I was given taxi instructions to taxi to the runway. And while I was in the skies, this was what was waiting for me when I'm back. Water and some grass in it. Can you imagine? I was able to just catch this brief moment while up there just all alone, and it was just a view that I wanted to keep. And it was really so wonderful and beautiful. So everybody on the ground was so excited that this day a new pilot would be born. Like everyone had their views in the skies just watching me. Indeed, it was such an accomplishment, and I had that joy, and that was me finally coming back. Yeah, and that was me. I finally made my first safe landing, and I was now coming back to the parking area. So here am I after my first ever flight, my solo flight, coming back to school after such a great experience. Just being up there in the aircraft alone feels like magic. The aircraft weighs lighter, and you just there doing your thing, and you just see the world all beneath you, and it just feels so wonderful. Coming back, a lot was waiting for me on the ground, a lot of excitement and congratulations, and It was just such a wonderful moment. And here is my flight instructor, the first to give me a handshake. It was indeed such a great moment.
Come out, right? You're like a man now.
So as usual, after every flight, we always fill the flight folio. These include the routine of the flight you flew, the number of landings you did, and the amount of time you spent in the air. It's a mandatory document that must be completed after every flight. Yeah, this is the most exciting part that was waiting for me when I'm going to get really wet with water. So I had to take off my jacket and make sure I don't have anything on my pocket like my phone, money or anything, because I was going to get soaked. But before then, I was being welcomed by my two instructors, and we had a wonderful time smiling. My instructor and also the C5 that did my pre-solo flight.
Yeah.
So this was the first time I ever got wings. So I was given my wings. I earned them and I was so proud of myself, and I know it was just the beginning of great things that we to start.
There you go. Woo! Good stuff. Yo. Bad boy. Yo. So finally. Finally. Wow. Yeah. Now I can do it.
I actually really felt so proud of myself and so proud of what I've accomplished, and I knew it was just the beginning of greater things. And I was just looking beyond just having one bar on my shoulders. I was looking at having 3 bars on my shoulders and looking at 4 bars towards my career progression. Yeah, always grateful for my 2 friends that are always there with me, Ryan and Jonathan, such amazing souls.